Live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's At Home with AJ. And now, your host, Anthony S. and Jasmine. We are back. It is 2016,
yes,
Jasmine.
Happy New Year, Anthony.
Happy New Year to you.
And Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody. 2016.
Oh, yes.
Wow, the year's going.
Little Anthony says Happy New Year to everyone.
Little Anthony, Happy New Year to you. How you been?
New Year.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Little Anthony, as we had said to you on previous shows, Little Anthony is really getting a lot of attention right now. His Facebook, as promised, his Facebook page is out. We came out the first of the year. Mm-hmm. So holla at Little Anthony. Go ahead and friend him like you would friend any other bear.
Yeah, he takes you down memory lane.
Oh,
with all
boy.
The old school cartoons. Anthony, what was your favorite cartoon?
One of my favorite cartoons. I got a few. Magilla Gorilla was one of them.
Oh, okay.
The Jetsons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Couldn't wait for them to come on. Ricochet Rabbit and Droop Along.
Oh, please. I think the Flintstones are my favorite, and Top Cat.
Oh, Top Cat. Remember that one?
Was Magilla Gorilla on the Top Cat show?
Well, if he was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, yes, he was.
Oh, well, cool. Well, yeah. Check out Little Anthony's page. Like I said, he'll take you down memory lane. All the old TV shows.
Yes. Combat.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this guy's going like way back. He's bringing up My Three Sons, shows like that.
We're hoping that you guys will share some of that information with your children. Mm-hmm. Show them what you grew up on, because they really don't. You don't see too much of those shows on TV anymore.
That's right.
But YouTube, you can pull all of that stuff up.
That's right.
It's great. It's a great vehicle.
That's right.
Okay, babe, so come on, you got any shout outs?
I sure do. I want to shout out to my cousin Brenda Marie Bowman Robinson. Shout out to my cousin Brenda and my cousin Cindy. Happy New Year to you both. Love you both. Hopefully I'll be seeing you this year. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
Nice.
Gotta get the family in there,
Family? Well, I'm going to shout out to all the Wootons, all the Hancocks, and all the Smiths. I know you guys are watching. Keep on watching. But I also want to let everybody know that Mr. Willie Hill is going to be playing at the Lavish Bistro every Sunday in Atlanta. Where is that? The Lavish Bistro. We have to go check that place out.
Yeah. So on a
I'm
Sunday?
looking for it. Yeah, every Sunday.
Does it have a time that he's going to be
Let's see.
performing?
I'm checking out his flyer. And you can check it out on Facebook also. We get a lot of our information off of Facebook.
We're social media crazy. We're on social media like 24/7. Mm-hmm. You can find us at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We are probably on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Looking up someone or doing something or texting or shouting out to somebody, or we're doing whatever, emails. But we're out there 24/7 on our... Oh, got a new phone, y'all.
Stop,
remember the old
man.
one?
Wait a minute. Let me finish this.
Go ahead, babe.
The Lavish Bistro is at 3443 Covington Drive in Decatur, Georgia.
Decatur.
In Decatur. Where
Decatur.
It's greater.
Wait. Oh, good one.
It's greater in Decatur? I don't know. That's what all the rap boys say.
You need to do their commercials. It's greater indicator.
It's greater. All right, babe. So come on, tell us, what is the good news?
Good news. I tell you, I got a nice piece of good news for everybody.
What you got?
Well, it's a piece of good news from a lady by the name of Tiffany Dawson. It's about her son, Josh. Tiffany Dawson from Delaware is a successful entrepreneur with 3 children. Count them, 1, 2, 3. Tiffany is also the creative director of Tiffany Dawson Design and an event planner for ESPN.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Nice.
Okay. Tiffany reported on Facebook that her son Josh, who is only 12 years old and in the 7th grade, received a score of, check this out, 1355. That's 1,355 on his state aptitude test.
Nice.
Okay. For a middle schooler, 1,300 is a preferred score, but he got 1,355.
Wow, that is so nice.
Okay, so hey, go ahead, Josh. So he got an additional 55 points for bonus questions that he answered. He will also receive an award plus an all expense paid trip to Florida in the spring of 2016.
You think he's going to Disney?
I hope so.
Me too.
Hey, take me. I've never been to Disney. You been to Disney?
Nope.
Hey, we're gonna call you, Josh. Tiffany wants us to know that Josh is a great student who gets perfect grades. Of course, she's gonna say that all the time, and he is also the class president at his school. Congratulations to Tiffany and her son Josh.
Yes.
Tiffany,
need
Josh.
A lot of good news
We gotta get Josh on the show. We gotta get him on the show.
Talk about how he got that 1,355 points.
What you did on yours?
I don't even remember. Don't do that to me.
Don't ask me about mine.
Anyway,
I was absent that day.
Well, come on, babe. Do Ask AJ. It's time for Ask AJ.
Ask AJ.
And this is where we get questions from Facebook friends, Instagram friends, Twitter friends. They send in questions to our email, anthonyjasmine5659@yahoo.com. And so, do you want to read the first one or you want me to read the first one?
Well, you go on ahead and
Alrighty.
I gotta pull this up.
So this is Matt from Augusta, Georgia. He says, I have a 7-piece band and we have been asked to play for an anniversary party for friends of my parents. We are playing for 3 hours, so what should we charge or what is the going rate? This is our first time playing for money. Well, Matt, I hope you guys are good.
You know what? I think let me get a stab at that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
baby.
7-piece band.
7-piece band.
7 pieces.
First time playing.
First time playing for family and friends. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, 7-piece band's a nice sized band. Number one, to give a musician at least something to go home with, I would say that you should try to get at least each musician $100 minimum, okay? Because the going rate is a little bit more than that, but for 7 pieces, $100 minimum is not too much to ask for a friend of the family too. Okay, now if it was a corporate thing, then the fee would be a little bit more because you could be coming from out of town, traveling and stuff like that. So I'd say $100 minimum. Do the math, something like that.
Corporate, if it's corporate, you want to do it between $200 and $400 per person.
I mean, you've done a lot of corporate work.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
and you have so many expenses tied in with that. If you don't have your own transportation, you have to go rent a van to transport everybody. You have enough room for the equipment and your musicians. You may have to pay for roadies. I don't know how you want to do it. You might have to get a hotel to stay overnight. So you got to think about all that stuff.
Yeah, you have to incorporate
into
all the expenses.
Your price.
Yeah, so $700, $800 is not too much to ask for friends. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would go for. $700, $800, friend, that's not bad. At least the musicians are going home with something.
Right.
$50, I don't know. That couldn't get me out of bed.
Don't even say
No. I got to put gas in my car.
I'm telling you.
That's $50 right there.
So what's the next question, babe? Well, Matt, we wish you good luck, and have fun. Have fun. Remember that, above everything else, have fun.
Right. Go ahead and read the next question.
Okay, the second question, this is Janice from Clearwater, Florida. How do I get a gig as an opening act? I have gone to a lot of live shows here in Florida where the opening acts were so lousy. I always wind up thinking that I could have done so much better. I have been singing for a number of years, so I know what to do with the stage. Well, Janice, becoming an opening act takes a lot of who you know. Usually promoters already have in mind somebody that they want to use as an opening act, and then you have those promoters that will come into a town and look for local talent to open up because it's less costly. Once again, the big factor here is who you know. I hope you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can get in or has an in with that promoter. You know.
They also that you can use social media. YouTube is out there. They can also peep her show or whatever.
Well, she has to let them know what she's doing, but she has to first get to that promoter.
Right, but I'm just saying she can have the promoter peep this show and they can see what she's about, and get a start from there.
And as a matter of fact, do your homework, do your own research, and seek out promoters. And that'll be a big help for you too. And so I want to say good luck to you too, Janice. And I'm going to look for some of your stuff on YouTube myself. I want to see what you're working with.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anthony, I am really excited about our first guest. He is very well known around here in the Atlanta area.
Is that harmonica player?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if anybody out there is familiar with the People Cafe, you may have seen this young man playing there, just tearing down the place.
That's right. The boy can blow. I tell you. Stevie Wonder, you need to check him out, Stevie.
So watch out there now.
Watch out, Stevie.
Everybody, please.
Put your hand together, y'all, for Mr. Jock Webb.
Yes.
Boy, y'all.
What's up, man? What's happening, Jock? Come on in here. Yes.
Look at you.
Jock Webb in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Jock Webb.
Well, come on, sit down, sir. Take a load
Yeah, man.
off.
Yeah.
Take a load off. Take the load
How
off.
are you, man?
I can sleep right here.
I know.
Everybody
I know.
on this couch is
This
so
is the couch, man.
comfortable.
This is the couch. Last time we seen you, Jock, was at D. Robinson thing.
Oh man, yeah. Every chance
couple
I can
months
get
ago.
over this way, absolutely.
Was that first Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
General,
was the
yeah.
Anniversary.
Yeah, People's Cafe.
People's
Oh, yeah.
Cafe. You tore it up, man.
No.
Yes, you did. I'm
Man,
like,
I'm trying to be shy.
this brother is like, whoa. Yes, sir.
Incredibly talented artists. They make you come up, make you step up to it. A lot of talent, incredible talent in this area between Birmingham and Atlanta. Wow, some of the finest talent you could ever imagine. Matter of fact, the guys seem like they work from one city to the other, back and forth.
Right.
There's some cats here. One guy that I been knowing all my life, William King, lives here. He's originally one of the founding members of the Commodores, and still very active in the Commodores.
Really?
And actually, his mom was my grandmom was my kindergarten teacher and babysitter back in the day.
Oh, okay.
But I grew up around that type of music. The Postel brothers and family, we lived next door to them. Their dad was Armand Postel, Guitar Red was his name. He would travel and play with John Lee Hooker and Sonny Boy Williams. They would hobo down into Birmingham and walk over the mountain, Red Mountain, into our old neighborhood and sit on that back porch with Guitar Red, Sonny Boy Williams and John Lee Hooker. And they'd play on the back porch for hours and hours each day. And then on the weekends, like Thursday through whatever Sunday, they'd go out to the shot houses and liquor houses and make that traveling money.
There you go.
And those guys did that. Man, I grew up watching that stuff.
So you're from Birmingham?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
And John Lee Hooker, I had the pleasure of doing a show with Zakia,
Wow.
his daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to get her on the show. So that's...
Oh, we're going to get her.
Well, that'd be nice. Is she in the area?
Yeah, she lives here.
Yeah.
You make sure I'm here for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
That would be something to get
We're going to hold you to that
on
now.
the
We're going to
show.
hold
Please do.
We're going to hold you to it. Yeah.
Normally when someone affiliated or associated with People's Cafe call, I'm making an effort to get over here. I mean, I worked all day today and late into yesterday, but when it was time to hit the road, it was time to come on.
Yeah, and we appreciate it so
No,
much.
you know, we had a real special family, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go way
Thank
back.
you.
And then when it comes to the arts, the music and whatnot, you know, that thing that I do primarily is blues. It's there's just not a lot of the old guys that are out there still able and capable of making that thing do what it does. I've been privileged to a point, or given the task of being responsible for helping to keep it alive. I've studied around and under guys like the incredible Sam Lay, who was a Birmingham native, Hubert Sumlin, the late Johnny Shines, one of the Alabama legends, Willie King, even people like Bobby Rush, Little Milton. I've been very fortunate to have
wow.
sit downs and whatnot with those guys. And then some of the other legends, jazz-wise,
Toots.
Collins, Bo Berry, the legendary bassist Cleve Eaton. Cleve has recorded with anybody that's ever been anybody. The entire Rat Pack from Sammy Davis, Dean Martin, Sinatra. You can go on as far as Lena Horne, traveled with Count Basie.
Have you worked with, since you're mentioning these legends, these icons, these like the cream of the crop, one of my favorites is McCoy Tyner.
I've listened to a lot of his music, but I grew up in my neighborhood. Wow, music was just an incredible thing. Any and every genre that was there then, since, of course, over the years, they've come up with pop and they've come up with this and that hip hop. But I grew up off everyone from Lena Horne and Ella Fitzgerald to Toots Stillman, John Clemmer.
John Clemmer,
the incredible Wes Montgomery. I grew up listening, but here again, growing up around people like the jazz greats there, it just, you get such a, and then of course coming up in the Friendship Baptist Church, Sunbeam Choir for the babies, but you learn so much. And my grandma, bless her heart, she had to buy a 45 and a 33 every Friday. She had to. That was just her thing.
For you or for herself?
For herself. But we grew up, of course, my brother and I would go to my grandma's house on a Friday and stay the weekend. While we're there, we'd have to listen to whatever she had purchased that day on a Friday, late into the night, while we would sneak and drink some of my uncle's Red Dagger wine.
I thought you were going to say moonshine.
No, we were in elementary school, and so we drank that Red Dagger wine, and wasn't supposed to, of course. And listen to that music, and she would buy it from a music store that was called the Psychedelic Shack.
Really?
And that was in my old neighborhood, Rosedale, over in Homewood, right outside of Birmingham.
Getting attempts to make a song called Psychedelic Shack.
Well, that's why it was named that. Because when those guys were in town, the guy that owned the store was the grandfather of the Commodore guy, William King.
Okay.
And because when he was in town or the Temps were in town, that's where they would hang out.
Oh, that's shit.
Yeah, that's where they would hang out.
Okay.
And he named it after that song, Psychedelic Shack.
Nice.
That's exactly where it came from.
Wow.
That's where it's at.
You better believe it.
So, Jock, how did you get interested in the harmonica?
I have no idea. My first harmonica was purchased at Bel Air Mall in Mobile, Alabama. As a matter of fact, my ex-wife bought it for me just before we got a divorce, as a matter of fact. True story.
I'm not going to ask you anything
That's
about
another
that.
show.
Yeah, boy, you better
Another
believe
show.
it. You better believe it.
But she did a good thing when she did that.
Oh,
Sure
man,
did.
boy. Ooh, I kept that harmonica,
How long ago was that?
So is that why you played the blues?
perhaps. That was in 1987.
Okay.
That was spring of 1987. And it pretty much stayed in a sock drawer up until 91. But I picked it up and I started trying to learn how to play. I couldn't make heads or tail of it. And I was stationed down in Mobile in the Coast Guard at that time. And the guy was like, man, would you please throw that thing away? Oh my God, it's such an awful noise. And they would harass me about it. I had one buddy, Charles Toombs. You've met him.
Yeah.
Plays trumpet.
Yeah.
He lives here now. We went through basic training together and were stationed in Mobile together. He said, man, y'all keep on. Jock Webb gonna play those blues away, boy. You watch and see. Y'all gonna pay to hear him play one of these days. And then another guy, incredible trumpet player as well. I think he has family that lives here. Clifford Buggs.
I haven't heard of him.
Incredible artist. Incredible artist. I think he's in New Jersey.
Any
but,
relation to Fred Buggs?
I think his sister is an attorney or judge here in town, Lorna Buggs. Maybe I shouldn't mention that name, but those guys were pretty well encouraging of me. Then I threw it in the sock drawer for about 4 years. And
Now, see, all this time, I thought you had been playing the harmonica
4 years.
years.
I threw it in the sock drawer for 4 years. A fellow named David Moore. He was a street musician in Birmingham. I just happened to be at the ice cream place listening to him. A couple of days later, I just happened to run into him at a place over in my neighborhood and talked about it. And he encouraged me, well, pull it out of the sock drawer and bring it down, man. Sit there with me. Man, I don't know what, you know. Well, what key is it? Man, I don't know. You know, and this was in 91. I just moved back to Birmingham from Boston at the time. And, but he encouraged me as well, and whatever reason would allow me to play with him. And we started everything from doing storytelling, you know, playing behind storytellers to you name it, art galleries and things like that. And during that time, an artist, a visual artist, Marion Burns was doing some work for, at that time, City Stages in Birmingham. And she, I don't know what she saw in me, but she says, you know what? There's an old blues guy in town. You need to meet him. His name is Willie King. Yeah, but Willie King was an old blues guy out of Aliceville, Alabama, Pickens County, Alabama. That Pickens County is one of the poorest counties in the state of Alabama. Mm-hmm. But he was there to raise awareness to different things there and to raise money for his community. Mm-hmm. Marion Burns thought we were a match. Well, I guess she was right about it because he, for whatever reason, took me on his wing, and whatever you hear are the sounds that I get from Pickens County.
Okay, okay.
And, so,
and you learned from that short period of time till now to play the way you're playing.
Well, I've been very fortunate because through Willie King, I was also able to meet the incredible, legendary, the late Johnny Shines, who, for whatever reason, took a liking to me. Mm-hmm. And talked to me about all this, and just, you know, sometimes being around the spirit. You know, I don't know if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And that's that thing about blues. And I tell people all the time, blues was an entity long before it ever became a music. It's that spirituality. It's the raw expressions of who you are.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You can't rehearse it. You can't choreograph it. It just is.
The feeling.
It just is.
People go to church sometimes, old Baptist church, Southern church, and get the Holy Ghost. This thing is deeper than that.
Wow.
Because you go to church with the intent of hearing the word. When it comes to this, mm-hmm. you know, the blues is going to hear you calling. It's going to hear your spirit calling out. And it's coming out of you, be it in spoken word and poetry, be it in canvas paintings, a garden out in the back of the house. It's coming out of you if it's in you. For me, it turns out it's the way that I've learned to truly be able to express myself. And prior to that, I was pretty much reserved or angry.
Mm-hmm. And it comes out in your music. Well, yeah. You know what? Because of that, we have a couple of questions we want to ask you, and then we want to hear some of that music, if that's okay.
This could be trouble.
With you. It's not trouble. It's not trouble at all. But we just have a couple of questions. We went to your Facebook page and we kind of looked around, but we got a couple of people to email us 2 questions.
Right.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're harmless, Jock.
Yeah.
You know? They're your fans.
I got fans.
So
you got fans.
what's the first
Did y'all
one?
pay
You
them?
got fans. It's from Chantel.
No.
You got fans.
Shan who?
Her name is Chantel.
Chantel from Decatur. Now, you may not know all your fans, but these are people that know you.
And what did she say?
Chantel from Decatur wants to know when and where you are performing next. She says, my dad loves the blues, and one of his friends was talking about you and how good you are. My dad's birthday is in February, and I would like to bring him to see your show.
February. She's in Decatur, Georgia.
Decatur. Harmless question.
Normally on a Wednesday night, I play at a place in Birmingham called the Red Wolf. You really need to pull it up. It's on Facebook.
Okay.
We did project there for the CBS network with the legendary Wynton Marsalis, of course, and people
yes.
come there from
When?
truly all over the world.
Wow.
But depending on when it is in February, if I need to come to Decatur, I will come to Decatur to make it easier. This weekend, I will be in Mobile, Alabama. I'm representing myself and an old blues guy named Clarence Bluesman Davis are going to represent Mobile, the Gulf Coast Blues Society in Memphis, Tennessee, this month as well at the International Blues Competition, IBC.
Okay.
Musicians from all over the world, blues musicians, will be there.
Well, I'm going to get a copy of your itinerary, and we will shout out your shows for you, you know, on our upcoming shows, and let everybody know where you're going to be, if you're going to be in the area.
I'm supposed to be somewhere over here, and I can't remember, of course.
I was going to ask you where are you going to be at here in Atlanta?
But I can't recall. But whenever her dad's birthday is, providing I don't have anything else going on, I will come over here.
Wow.
Cool.
Well, we will.
And wherever they are, I will find my way there. And I might bring an old raggedy guitar player and drummer with me, and we'll do some stuff.
Hey, we have to get you back on the show and do that. Have a little combo going here. Well, this next question is from Kelvin from East Point, and he asked the same question that I did. He wanted to know, how long did it take for you to learn how to play the harmonica?
Well, if you let me tell it, I say it the same way about blues. I'm still learning, and I am a student of the blues, and I hope to discover more and more of not just the blues, but my instrument. And because the more I discover of my instrument and familiarize myself with it, it enables me to express the blues.
Okay. Well, sir, we want you to express those blues now.
Please do.
What you gonna do for us?
Nothing with the title, I'm sure. Whatever comes out, that's what you're gonna get. That's how the guys used to do back in the day on the back porch.
Yeah.
It was just expression.
Well, Anthony, I am very excited. We have
I know.
a beautiful, fabulous guest tonight.
I heard. Yeah. She came all the way down here, cleared her calendar just for us.
I know. She has performed at the Velvet Note in Alpharetta.
She's also performed many times at the St. James. That's on Butner Road, I believe. Am I correct?
Yes. She's very well known here in the Atlanta area, and I'm sure she will be very well known to you all out there, especially after tonight. Please welcome Ms. Toni Byrd.
Hey.
How are you? Good. Hi. How you doing? So good to see you.
Oh, you too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Right here.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. This is the fabulous couch.
Yes, it is fabulous. Quite fabulous.
And
So are you, and so are you.
Oh, thank you.
you have to say hello to little Anthony.
Little Anthony, you know, he's like a superstar now.
Well,
It's
hello,
like
little
Look at
Anthony.
his ears.
Anthony or Anthony?
Anthony.
Little
Want to make
Anthony.
sure I get your name
Lil-
like Anthony.
Like Lil Kim, Lil Wayne,
Right, little Anthony. I heard a lot about you, little
Little
Anthony.
Anthony is really blowing. See?
He's very modest. Hi. Very modest, not shy at all.
No.
We are just like, we can't even believe that you're sitting here right now. We've seen you perform. I've seen you a couple of times and met you briefly. And I just can't believe that when Jazz said, Anthony, guess who we got coming on the show? I said, who? She said, Toni Byrd. I said, are you kidding me?
Aww.
Wow.
Oh, it's so sweet. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Thank
Happy
you
New
for
Year.
inviting- Right. Happy New Year to you
I
guys.
know. You know, you say that for a while, like the whole month of January, and then when February gets here, it's like,
I know. It's almost like January came, and before you know it, it was Christmas. So you wonder what happened in between, you know.
This year's flying by already.
Yeah, it is.
well,
It-
that's
it-
okay.
yeah.
That's
Wow.
okay. Well, Miss Toni, it's been a
Yes.
while.
It has
I
been.
met Toni a few years back at a little place called the Georgia Shrimp Company. They were
Yeah.
doing open mics, jazz jam sessions every Monday or Tuesday night.
At the time, it was on Mondays. They're doing it on Tuesdays now because we only have music there on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Oh wow!
Oh, okay.
So
Tuesday,
yeah,
Thursdays, and Sundays.
yeah, we've been doing music over there since 2008.
Wow! Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So it has evolved a lot from being rotated from 2 groups on Sunday to then it went to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday music, and now it's just it's Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But it's evolved with many more musicians house musicians being added. So
But
it's a
Yeah.
great place to come and
With
It
your-
really is for jazz. Oh man, and I was fascinated by you then.
Oh, well, I do appreciate that. I
Oh.
do. I really do.
Her vocals, she's got that jazz voice. It is
Wow.
just awesome.
Thank you. Jazz is a great genre of music. I love jazz. I mean, of course, I grew up around all kinds of music.
Okay.
Gospel being my first choice,
Mm-hmm.
and then jazz being on the list of number 2.
Mm-hmm.
But jazz is a great genre of music. I love it.
Were your parents, because we all got something from our parents, were your parents music lovers? Was your mom a jazz and, listener? Was that in your house all the time, or was it just a mix of R&B and then jazz
Gospel.
and gospel?
Actually, my father was a singer in the late 50s, early 60s,
Okay,
sort of
see?
bebop
See?
group
I knew
in
it came
Memphis,
from-
Tennessee.
I knew it came from somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
So Pops
and,
had it.
Pops had it,
Mhm.
and they had a measure of success. They were a group that even were invited to sing for Elvis Presley.
Get
Oh,
out
wow.
of here.
And so Dad had all kinds of music in the house. It was
Wow.
gospel, R&B. It was funk, because being from Memphis, there was Stax.
Right.
So Motown, all the genres. So he didn't restrict us to just you can only listen to
Listen
this
to,
kind
yeah.
of music.
Right.
So it was everything. And whatever I remember as a little girl, I would crawl up on the couch. There was a duplex next door to us, and there was a guy that would have to wash dishes every night. I guess that was his chore. And he would sing, and I would raise the window, and I would hear him singing Stevie Wonder, and I would just sit there for as long as he would sing.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
So the music, whatever was being played and that touched my spirit, that's what I sang.
Wow.
And so what part of Memphis are you from?
Oh, girl, everywhere. North Memphis, South Memphis. We moved a lot. But centrally located, once I became an adult, I lived in Whitehaven. And it was in the community called Graceland.
Okay.
Because
okay.
Elvis Presley's mansion was 2 blocks over from where I lived.
Gosh,
So-
I want to see that so bad. I've never seen his, the house where he lived.
It's quite modest. I mean, for the time, it was a mansion for
Okay.
that time. But if you were to see it now, you're like, wow, it's just a throwback to the
It's not that
60s.
big.
It's really not, but I mean, it's a really great tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Very good.
You've got photos of the house.
Of the Graceland?
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
I have photos of Graceland?
that house that he stayed in. Do you?
Not on me.
No. I'm just saying. I was
yeah.
just asking if you had photos.
Oh, yeah.
I figured you did. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I've been through there, but never got a chance to go to the home itself.
Oh, yeah.
So, as far as jazz is concerned, who's your favorite jazz artist?
Nat King Cole.
Really? Now, I was thinking you
Would
were
never-
going to
would
say
never
a
even-
female. Nat.
Nat
What was it
That's
about that? I
interesting.
mean, hey, I don't blame you. What did they do to you? What made you,
Nat King
Make him-
Cole?
yeah.
Oh, Nat King Cole
what was it about his voice?
his embellishments and his
style.
tone,
Phrasing.
his phrasing. I mean, and the way that it made you feel. You could just listen to this perfect voice.
Mhm.
That's the only way I can describe it.
Wow.
This perfect voice. When I
Nobody
was
sounded like
learning,
him.
Nobody could even try to even imitate his
The only
style.
person that came close to him that still is his brother, Freddie.
Freddie Cole,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
He's the
Freddie
only
Cole.
one that I know of that had that Cole sound.
And he's one of the sweetest men I've met. I had a privilege to meet him a few years back. We had gone to hear Theresa Hightower
Okay.
at the Ritz-Carlton, and along with Maria Howell, actress, and this wonderful friend of mine named Azure McCall out of Hawaii, and Emil Worthy. You know Emil Worthy?
I have not met Emil yet.
Oh, you must.
And I keep
He's-
telling him, I'm coming to your show. I'm coming to your show. Emil, Anthony and I, are going to come to one of your shows real soon.
We're coming to see you.
Yes, he's a
Soon.
sweet guy.
Yeah.
He's such a rooter for everybody. But we all went over to the Ritz-Carlton to see Theresa perform, and Freddie Cole was there, and we had a ball. We ate hot wings, and and we kind of shut the place down.
I know you did.
So
I
that
know
was
you
that
did.
was a great experience. So I enjoyed that a lot.
He is a really nice guy. I had an opportunity to meet him also. Remember when Maria was singing over at Stars Jazz and Blues? Did you ever go to that?
I never got a chance to go there. I saw her at Lowe's.
Okay.
That's where we, had met up over there at Lowe's.
Lowe's. Okay.
We all did a show there.
Yeah.
And one night and we did Women of Jazz. Everybody picked a different singer to do a song by, and Freddie Cole came in.
Oh.
I was done. I was like, oh my gosh. And he was just sitting there like big as life.
You were done?
I was,
You?
No, I mean, I was like, wow, this is Nat King
Yeah.
Cole's brother.
Right.
As close as that
As
I'll
close
ever
as you're gonna
get
get,
to
right.
him,
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he sat for the whole show. I felt really good.
He's a sweet guy. Sweet man. Sweet man.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And
Wow.
and so once again, like I said, I'm really surprised that you did not pick a female. So do you have a female, favorite female jazz artist?
Favorite female jazz. I would say if I had to choose, I would say Nancy Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, she would be my favorite. I got an eyelash just going in my eye, but I would say that she's my favorite. She's my favorite.
Like, what do you hear from your fans? Questions like, do you hear like, oh, you sound like, you remind me of,
Yeah.
what do you hear more of?
I've heard people tell me that I sound like Natalie Cole. I've heard people say that I sound like what's her name? The one that sang "What a Difference a Day Made."
Oh,
What a difference a day makes.
Yeah.
Eartha.
I've heard
Well,
Eartha
Eartha
Kitt. I've
did it.
heard Eartha Kitt.
Well, yeah, a lot
Eartha-
of different people have
Eartha
done
did
that
that,
song.
Yeah.
We did-
Diana Washington. Diana Washington. That's her
Okay.
name, right?
Diana
Diana.
Washington.
Yeah, Diana
For
Washington.
some reason, I was thinking Eartha Kitt.
Yeah.
Because she did back in the disco days, and it was a big hit. For her.
Did she really?
She did it, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes, she did. I
Yeah,
remember
they
that.
were doing that.
I remember
back then.
cutting the rug on that one in the club. Yes.
Fan the soul.
Yes, I was cutting the rug. Yeah, I'm old school. Cutting the rug. Y'all know what that means? That means just getting up and dancing.
Right.
Well, wow. Speaking of Natalie Cole, you had the
Yeah, we lost.
privilege of getting to see
lost
her before
Natalie.
she
I
left
did.
us.
I did. She was amazing. She did an amazing performance. You could clearly see that she was a little frail, but she did an amazing job.
Oh.
And I'm so glad that I have that to be able to look back on and and remember. And because when I heard that she had passed, I mean, it just hit me like a ton of bricks.
You almost couldn't believe
Yeah,
it.
that
I
was around the
was-
time
yeah.
when you were doing your show at the Velvet Note.
Yeah, because actually, here's the thing about that show. I was going to do the divas, my favorites like Sade and Aretha Franklin and Gladys Knight, Dionne Warwick, by the way, I had a chance to perform for.
Oh.
But Natalie Cole actually was not on that that list.
Okay.
And somehow I just said, I just started thinking, I said, I want to add some of Natalie Cole's stuff. And then when she passed, I was just shocked. I don't know why I was thinking about her. She was just on my mind.
Something.
And that's when I added her songs. And my mother, who was here for Christmas, was on her way back to Memphis. My sister was taking her back to Memphis. And they called me and say, Toni, I don't know if you've heard. And I'm like, what?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And when they told me, I couldn't even speak. And my mother said, are you okay? So the show just took on a different meaning. When I was glad that I added her song. So it took on a different meaning. And so I decided that we would do a tribute.
What songs did you choose?
We did Our Love. We did This
good
Will
one.
Be.
Of course,
We
of course.
did Mr. Melody.
Oh,
Remember that Mr.
yeah.
Melody?
Hey, Mr. Melody.
Yeah, so we did some of her popular, some of the popular tunes that people would,
Unforget-
readily remember.
Unforgettable.
We did Inseparable.
Inseparable.
We did
Yeah.
Inseparable, Unforgettable. We always do Unforgettable at the Georgia Shrimp Company. That's one of the
I
requested
love that song.
songs there. So, yeah, we lost a really great icon. You know, really, she seemed to be such a sweet lady.
I know, you know, Reva, Reva Blue, she called me, and I was doing something, and I was in the middle, I was laughing about something, and I said, hey, I said, girl, what are you doing? She said, you haven't heard the news. And I was like, oh, no. I said, what? What happened? And when she told me, I almost dropped the phone.
Oh, yeah. That was a shocker.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know she passed it on to me. And
Yeah, he didn't know either. I was like, well, none of us watch the news. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, God.
Anthony, I got something to tell you. And I was
Yeah,
like,
because
what?
he was so into her. He was pulling up her concert like almost every night, listening to it and playing, you know, playing his sax
'Cause
to
I
her
love
songs
her.
and
I love
everything.
her orchestra, and I love some of the people in there. I'm a tenor player, and I listen to her tenor player, and I love how her conductor orchestrated all the music and everything. So I'm very much into that.
Yeah.
So when she said Anthony Natalie Cole passed, it hit me like I really I couldn't accept it for a second.
Yeah.
It just didn't make any sense. It didn't compute. I was like, wait a minute.
But
what?
you know, it just goes to show how she touched everybody's life in
She
some
did.
kind of way.
She
I mean, she
did.
was on all our minds, you know, all of our minds
Yeah,
in some
she was.
kind of way.
It just, and you know, you just never know what a person's struggle is. You know, they're on stage performing, and you just never know what they're dealing with.
Right, right. But oh my goodness, that's such a so sad. I just want to say, you know, rest in peace, Natalie. We love
Yes,
you.
we do. We do.
And we're so glad that we have people like you who keeps her memory going with such a beautiful voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
And on a good note, I think it's time for us to hear a little bit about some of your music.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
you have something out now.
I do have something out now. We recorded it a while back,
Right.
but it was a tribute to Billie Holiday.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah, we got like 17 songs
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
on that particular CD. I did it with Neil Walkup over at the Georgia Shrimp Company. You know,
Wow.
we got everybody
He's an
together.
awesome
Big
piano
He is.
player.
Big band? Is he?
It was just it was a quartet,
Oh, okay.
and Neil did a great job. And so we decided, because we did the show over at the Georgia Shrimp Company.
Okay.
So someone encouraged us to, you guys need to record that. So that's what we did.
Oh,
And I am working on a new project,
Okay.
and I'm scheduled to go into the studio in February. And it's songs where I've written all my own songs, you know. So
Oh,
I'm-
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to it.
so the songs that you brought a few snippets for us to listen to. Now, is this off of the Billie Holiday tribute or your new?
It's
new
the
stuff?
Billie Holiday tribute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do we
So-
hear first?
The first one you should be hearing, because it's so cold outside. It's called "I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm."
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna dedicate that to you guys. Right?
I like that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a pretty good song.
Who's on bass?
That's Mr. Tommy Dean on bass.
The snow is snowing, the wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. I can't remember a worse December. Just watch those icicles form. What do I care if icicles form? I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my gloves. I need no overcoat, I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, the flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm.
Yeah.
It's
I'm sorry, y'all. I got a little carried away because, I'm a tenor player, so I'm on it.
yeah.
I'm feeling that.
Well, that's
okay?
a female playing that. Her name's Karen Green.
Go ahead, Karen.
Yes, Karen is
Go
a
ahead,
great,
Karen.
great person. So she's.
Oh, yes.
To answer your question, though, I'm sorry. We got to do
That's okay.
We
We
got to
got
do
caught
that.
Yeah, I asked Toni, how did it feel hearing herself, and does she think she sound like herself when she's singing?
When I hear it, I mean, it's great. I think that any artist that hears themselves, if it's on the radio, especially when you really value what you've done and you hear it being played on the radio, it's such a privilege.
I know.
Well, that was swinging. That was swinging.
I love it.
Love it. I
What's the
love
next song?
Then this next one is called Lover Man.
Oh.
When I was a little girl, not when I say a little girl, I was a little girl singing that kind of, but it was because of the fact that I was so inspired because when Diana Ross played Billie Holiday and Lady Sings the Blues, that was one of the songs that she was singing in that.
Yeah.
So.
And you used to sing it when you were little?
Yeah, that's so crazy, isn't it?
Well,
Okay.
boy, I don't know how to take that because I saw that movie in the theater. Let's hear a little bit of that.
I don't know why, but I'm feeling so sad. I long to try something I never had no kissing. Oh, what I've been missing. Lover man, oh, where can you be? The night is cold and I'm so all alone. I'd give my soul just to call you my own. Got a moon above me, but no one to love me. Lover man, oh, where can you be? I've heard it said that the thrill of romance can be like a heavenly dream. I go to bed with a prayer that you'll make love to me. Strange as it seems, someday we'll meet and you'll dry all my tears, then whisper sweet little things in my ear, hugging and a kissing. Oh, what I've been missing. Lover man, oh, where can you be?
After all, you are at home with AJ.
How do you sing songs like that? What was the studio
Toni,
like? Did you have
that
candles?
was so nice.
No candles.
No
Thank you very much, but no candles. It was, it's like acting. You just feel it. Music is a feeling. You feel it, and it's a story, and you put yourself in the position of that character, and you feel what they're feeling, and it comes out.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to hear what we hear.
Yeah.
It was like as if it was a concert. Like we would capture it. It was like taken away.
Wow.
But you know it's good when you like it yourself. You're
Yeah.
like, man, that sounds good.
Really sound like that? Yes, you do. do sound like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
appreciate
That's
it. I do
awesome.
appreciate you guys.
So
You're
I'm
all
gonna make
so
sure.
gracious.
Oh, we have to get that CD. I
Yes,
love it. I
please.
love
Wow,
it.
that's nice.
How many songs
Thank
are on
you.
that CD?
There are 17.
And what's the name of this CD?
It's called Toni Byrd Walk Up Jazz, Remembering Billie Holiday.
I'm looking at this beautiful, beautiful CD. It is. How do we get this?
You can go to my website, which is ToniByrd.net. Of course, you put the www dot in front of that.
Okay.
But it's www.ToniByrd.net.
Okay.
And you can go on where it has a store page, and you can order it from me there.
Okay, great. That is great. That is awesome. And we can see you.
I will be at the Georgia Shrimp Company every Thursday. You can check my website for the schedules, for the dates that I'll be there. I am at a new place in downtown Noonan called The Cellar at Firestone. You can also check my website schedule. It'll have the dates that I'm there.
Okay.
And of course, I will be at St. James Live this month. Again, that is on all of my scheduling is on my website. So if anybody wants to know where I'm going to be, they just go to the website and on the schedule.
Oh, that's great. And we will shout you out on the upcoming shows to let everybody know where Toni is going to be, where you can see this lovely lady with this beautiful voice.
And you may even see us in the audience.
Come
That's
on.
right.
I would
That's
love to
right.
see you guys there. You've been so gracious and made me feel so comfortable. So
It'll be AJ on the town.
I would just look at you guys and just sing to you. You know, so that would be
And
great.
we'll get up and dance.
Yeah, get up and dance.
But anyway, Toni, thank you so much. We
Oh,
love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
And
very
you
much. I
will
appreciate
come
it.
back to see us.
Yes,
Yes.
just let me
Please
know
do.
when. Let me know
Thank
when.
you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come to our home.
This has been very refreshing, and I really appreciate your hospitality.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too, Lit.
He wants you to friend him
Nee.
on his Facebook page, so just friend him.
All right, I definitely will do that.
Okay, well, everybody, this has been another segment of At Home with AJ with the fabulous Miss Toni Byrd
Yes.
and our special guest, Mr. Jock Webb. We want to say At Home with AJ is where vision
And reality come together.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.